New Year's Eve in Genoa City this year promises to be full of drama, as a series of unexpected events take place one after another, disrupting the characters' plans. Reunions, secrets are revealed, and dangers lurk, all revolving around the Newman family and those close to them. Jordan Howard and the Unexpected Plan. The evening begins with Sharon Newman deciding to go to society with her two daughters Mariah and Faith to attend the New Year's Eve party. A seemingly simple and peaceful start, but in fact, it is the source of unexpected events. Jordan Howard, a character with a not-so-good past with Sharon, has secretly appeared in Genoa City in advance and is preparing for a dangerous action. Jordan seems unable to let go of his old grudge against Sharon and is hatching a plan to attack her in revenge. His appearance on New Year's Eve in society is not just a coincidence, but part of a carefully calculated plan. Nick Newman brings news to Sharon. Nick Newman, meanwhile, has his own plans for New Year's Eve. He shows up at Sharon's house with big news: the police have decided to reopen the investigation into the case Sharon was involved in. This surprises Sharon but also fills her with hope, as she hopes justice will be served. "This is great news!" Sharon exclaims, her eyes shining. She invites Nick to join them at society to celebrate, but he declines because he has to stop by his parents' house, Victor and Nikki Newman, to celebrate the new year. Faith, Nick and Sharon's daughter, wants to go with him. This gives Sharon and Mariah some time alone to discuss their plans for the evening. Society, the highlight of the evening. At society, the atmosphere is electric as guests from all over arrive. Sharon appears resplendent, filled with confidence and renewed hope. Mariah, Tessa Porter and Faith also join in, creating a lively family group amidst the party atmosphere. But what no one expected was the presence of Jordan Howard, who was observing Sharon from afar. With a calculating gaze, he quietly waited for the opportunity to carry out his plan. Danny returns home. Amidst the tense atmosphere, a ray of hope flashed when Danny, a beloved character, unexpectedly returned home on New Year's Eve. His appearance not only brought joy to family and friends, but also evoked deep emotions in everyone's hearts. Danny promised to be the one to bring cohesion and harmony in this chaotic scene. Mariah and the Unexpected Shock. While Sharon and Nick were both busy with their own plans, Mariah suddenly faced a big shock. It could be a secret from the past, or a surprising piece of information related to Tessa Porter, but it has left her stunned and barely able to focus on the party atmosphere around her. A turbulent New Year's Eve. As the clock strikes midnight, things seem to come to a head. Jordan Howard decides to take action, and society quickly becomes the scene of a dangerous incident. Sharon, though surprised, is undaunted. Her courage and quick thinking are what audiences have always loved about this character. Meanwhile, Nick and Faith return from Victor and Nikki's house, just in time to join Sharon and the others. Danny also joins in, becoming one of the people who help Sharon deal with the difficult situation. Open ending and promises for the future. As New Year's Eve comes to a close, new twists in the story have been created, leaving many big questions unanswered. The reopened investigation promises to bring more suspense, while the danger from Jordan Howard still lurks. Can Sharon overcome all these difficulties and keep her family happy? What roles will Nick, Danny, Mariah and others play in this journey? All will continue to be revealed in the next episodes of The Young and the Restless. With a blend of complex relationships and breathtaking situations, New Year's Eve in Genoa City ended with full emotions and promised a stormy new year for the characters. The Young and the Restless once again affirmed its irresistible appeal to loyal audiences. Nick Newman's family, already going through a rough patch, is now faced with a whole new challenge when Sharon suddenly disappears without a trace. Sharon's strange absence not only disrupts family life but also sets off a series of dramatic events, plunging everyone into a whirlwind of emotions and suspicion. It all started one quiet morning. Nick woke up and felt something was wrong. The bed next to him was empty, and Sharon was nowhere to be seen. At first, Nick assumed she had just gone out for a walk or visited friends without notice. But as the day went by, with no calls or messages from Sharon, Nick's anxiety began to rise. He searched the house, looking for any sign that Sharon had left a message. But there was nothing. Her phone lay on the kitchen table, her familiar handbag still hanging in the corner of the closet. A growing sense of unease crept up inside Nick. The family fell into chaos. Nick immediately called his family members, reporting Sharon's disappearance. Questions poured in. What happened? What did Sharon say before she left? Was she seeing anyone or having any problems recently? But Nick couldn't answer. Each question seemed to only make him more confused. Sharon's 2 children, Noah and Faith, were in deep shock. Faith sobbed, constantly asking her father where her mother was. Meanwhile, Noah tried to stay calm, but his anxious eyes betrayed his true feelings. The Newman family gradually fell into chaos. The search began. Nick decided he couldn't sit still. He quickly contacted the police to report Sharon missing. The dispatch of police to the Newman home to gather information attracted media attention, sparking a series of rumors and speculation. Questions began to arise. Why had Sharon disappeared? Was it a kidnapping or simply an accident? Nick did not simply wait for the police to act. He organized the search himself, enlisting the help of close friends and neighbors. Sharon's usual haunts, such as the park where she walked her dog, her favorite coffee shop, and her church, were thoroughly searched. But all efforts yielded no results. The mystery deepened. While investigating, the police discovered a suspicious detail. Sharon's car was found in a deserted area, far from the city center. The doors were unlocked, there were no signs of a struggle inside, but a bloody handkerchief had been left on the passenger seat. This turned the case from a simple disappearance to something more sinister. The Newman family was torn apart by speculation and suspicion. Victor, Nick's powerful father, begins to question whether Sharon is deliberately disappearing to avoid trouble in her life or whether she is actually the victim of a sinister plot. Meanwhile, Nikki, Sharon's stepmother, believes that someone is out to destroy the Newman family. Nick refuses to give up. Despite all the turmoil, Nick refuses to give up. He immerses himself in documents, reviews every clue the police find, and even hires private investigators to assist in the investigation. Nick's determination is admired by everyone, but it also gradually wears him down both physically and mentally. In a painful moment, Nick recalls happy memories with Sharon, the afternoons spent together, the times they weathered storms together. He tells himself that he will not let anything happen to her that he cannot fix. A surprising truth? Just when all hope seems lost, an anonymous phone call turns the story on its head. The caller claims to have information about Sharon but demands a large ransom for her safety. Nick can't determine whether this is a hoax or a genuine clue. However, it suggests that Sharon may still be alive and being held hostage by someone. Nick is forced to make a decision. Should he follow the stranger's demands or continue to cooperate with the police to rescue Sharon without giving anything in return? Is it the end or the beginning of a larger conspiracy? With each step, the story of Sharon's disappearance becomes more than just a journey to find a loved one. It also becomes a major test of patience, family bonds, and the complex relationships in the world of the young and the restless. What dangers will Nick and the Newman family face next? Will Sharon return safely, or will the incident set off a dangerous chain of intrigue that no one could have predicted?